Hello and welcome to the latest edition of the TetraCast, November 1st edition, I should say. My name is Zack Reese. I am the host. Joining us today is Adam Vitale.
Close enough. Hi, how's it going?
Fuck up his last name.
Nailed it.
Again?
I just want to play around. It's hard. Okay, I can't pronounce anything correctly. All right, and Simon Chun.
Hello. You didn't fuck up my name. I guess
you can't really mess up your name.
It's very easy. It's very straightforward. It's got a mix. It's fine. And then David Kreinberg.
You didn't mess up my name, and I am temperature deprived right now. So how's everyone doing?
Wait, how can you be temperature
just fine. Temperature deprived.
Yeah, because I'm really cold. I'm in bed, so.
Where are you at? You said you're not inside your house. Where are you at now?
I am in my house.
You're in your house?
I'm in outside of the house. He said he's in his bed.
Oh, I thought he was in his parents' house.
I am in my parents' house. I'm in my bed in my parents' house because I'm not.
I thought you owned a house. You said you own a house now.
I do have a house
He
now.
goes to visit his parents.
Where? So I want to know is where are you located in?
Okay, I'm located
to your house.
I am located 20 minutes away from my parents' house. I go home on my parents' house to my parents' house on the weekends because I have work the next day, and it's closer to my parents' house.
Oh, so you actually use your parents' house to just kind of sleep over to make the commute easier?
Yep.
You don't have like a train or anything like that you can take?
Nope. I'm in the suburbs.
I love it.
See, I like
his main reason for staying at his parents' house is not because he loves his parents, but
Oh,
because
you two guys are convenient. It's fine.
Hey, I miss my dog a lot, which is
why is your dog at your parents' house?
It's not my dog. It's my parents' dog.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I've lived with it for like 10 years.
Oh, okay. Well, speaking of pets, there's one particular pet I really love.
Rhinoceros.
No.
That's
it starts with the P. You want to know? You want to guess what it is?
Rhinoceros.
No.
Huh?
Adam, do you want to take a guess as to what it is?
Not what?
Oh my gosh, you guys are terrible. I'm terrible at segues. Apparently, I'm talking about Pokemon.
Pets that start with P.
Yeah.
Oh, Pokemon. Yes.
What?
The biggest gosh, you guys are terrible.
I don't know.
All right. Yeah,
segue was
Pokemon's
terrible.
a great game.
Oh, we'll cut it. It's fine. We'll edit it out. It's fine. We'll go back. It's fine. Let's just forget that ever happened. So
Maybe
you
not.
guys playing some Pokemon this month?
Yeah.
Has that been most of your time this month?
Not really, but
Gonna
I
catch
played
them all?
it.
Gonna be a
Yep.
master?
Oh my gosh, dude!
Yep.
I did not realize. Okay, because I skipped Black and White. I did not realize there are 700 fucking Pokemon in this stupid game. What the hell?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yep.
And there's I think it's like the last count was like 1,300 Digimon. So I like Digimon a lot more.
Like I don't.
Because more means better.
Holy shit! I didn't realize how many fucking Pokemon are in this fucking game.
There's
Like,
a lot.
Yeah, and
I chose
like
Froakie.
this game is
Huh,
actually
so-
pretty good.
Sucks.
So tell me something then. With all this Pokemon, do they still put any importance on the original 150 at all in these later games?
I think competitively, yeah. Like some of the original Pokemons are still pretty good. Like people are still going to what is it? 150. I think people still use like Pidgeotto, not Pidgeotto, but like they still use certain Pokemons from the original 150. I can't think of any.
Yeah, there's a lot from the original. I mean, like outside the Ubers, which are the legendaries, like Mewtwo, stuff like that. We got.
I was wondering because I figured with 700 Pokemon, people would have come up with better teams than what the original would have. So.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I would say the
teams-
design sort of sucked for the new Pokemons though. Like,
No, people got teams from all generations.
yeah, like people use starters still. People use fucking Azumarill, right?
I don't think the starters are that popular in competitive play.
Okay, all right, but people still use them. We see Blissey, we see.
No, Blissey's fucking ridiculous because
Blissey's
the
dumb
HB.
pig.
There's
People
like-
use.
See, this is going over my head. Total transparency. I have played Pokemon since the first one.
You should.
Like I played like Pokemon Snap and Pokemon Stadium, and then I stopped at that. That was like I was at the age where I started it like when the Pokemon TV show first premiered. I watched it, the first episode, and then I continued on. And then I saw the first movie, the one with Pokemon beating each other up and everyone crying over, why must we fight? Why must we fight with each other? We need to be kind to each other and not fight each other. And then at the end of the movie, they all have amnesia, and then they're like, oh, okay, let's go back to battling each other. It's fine.
And then Ash.
Whatever. That's what you want to teach the kids,
Yeah.
you know. And then you have Pikachu slapping Pikachu.
You know, that's actually the plot of like Pokemon Black and White. That you shouldn't be
really.
You shouldn't.
Oh,
be
I heard
shoving,
that.
Like you're just shoving these Pokemon in balls and making them fight, and then like the resolution is, they like it. Let's do it anyway.
I
Wow,
heard that
that's
the Team Rocket equivalent in that series is pretty much the guys are like, why do you hurt your Pokemon?
Isn't it
Why do you
Team
treat them
Plasma?
this way?
Right?
No, Team Plasma is Generation 3, I think. Oh no,
No,
I could be wrong. I don't fucking know. There's too many.
I don't
teams
remember.
now.
It's Team Rocket, then it's Team Rocket again, then it's Team Magma and whatever the water
Oh
guys
yeah.
were.
Ah shit. What was the blue one? Team Magma and
forget.
Team something stupid. I don't remember.
Not Torrent. Okay, whatever it is, it's Team something. It's a blue team. It's an Aqua
Was it
team.
Team Aqua in Team
No,
Magma?
It could be Team Aqua. I don't remember. It's fucking
could be
dumb.
wrong.
Anyway, and then after that, was it Plasma? I know Plasma is one of them.
Plasma might be Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, Plasma might be them. I don't know what the black and white one was.
I don't
probably
remember.
fucking stupid. So the team in this game is still fucking stupid. It's
Okay,
called Team Player.
Yeah, and they wanna make the world beautiful by
What?
I don't even know. Their motives make no sense so far.
Well, it's Pokemon.
The
You
story
don't
is
play
actually
the story.
pretty shit. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Like,
And the story, I actually like the story in Diamond and Pearl because that was like the first one that actually got a little dark. Because like I don't even
Gold
remember
Silver
why.
the story.
I heard that's the same with Black and White, though. It's like the story is actually decent, but like I said, I haven't played those games. Like I fell out of it after I saw the movie. I was so into the trading card game, they banned it from my Boy Scouts, and I was like, I'm not gonna.
Oh man,
I'm not interested in Boy Scouts.
I
I'm
was
not interested in
number
Boy
10.
Scouts. I'm not interested in Pokemon anymore.
I was ranked 10 in the state in the card game.
Oh, what does that get you?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
It gives
It was
you
a pride.
bragging rights.
Let's talk about the game a little. Like,
Yeah,
David,
let's
did
talk
you beat the game?
I mean, what Zach's saying, he fell out of it. See, I'm seeing a lot of people coming back for X and Y
Yeah,
that have
I
played
came
it
back
since
for X
like
and Y.
since Red and Blue. And I think, like, for some people, it's going to be a huge culture shock. Obviously, other than
Because it's 700 fucking Pokemon.
Yeah, not even that. There's so many new features and all this stuff. But that's something I want to talk about. I think that, like, they really nailed the social features this time around.
Yeah.
Because,
pretty
like,
good.
I mean, GTS is what they've been doing in a lot of the past games, and they got that, like, perfectly down this time in all
Yeah,
of these.
online is really good. It's pretty
Yeah.
smooth and pretty fast. I
Yeah,
don't know.
Wonder Trades, which are actually fucking useless because all anyone ever uses is, like, a Weedle or something, just so they can...
Okay, so to describe, Wonder Trade is essentially a roulette. So you don't know what the other trader is going to give you in Pokemon-wise. So you can give out a fucking legendary and you can give back a goddamn Caterpie.
That's what I've seen. Like people say that they're actually getting some pretty strong Pokemon from like the Japanese side.
Sometimes
like
you'll get some really good ones. So one time I traded,
Yeah.
I was the douchebag. I traded a Caterpie and I got a Vaporeon. I was like,
Oh,
okay.
my God. You're
let's
an
get this
asshole.
the Generation 1.
But every other times, I've been giving away a goddamn, what's it called? Sliggoo? That second form of Gloomy. Sliggoo, or whatever it's shit.
Oh,
I've been giving away a ton of those. And then, and the
Why?
bunch of Scythers. What?
Why?
Because
Why are
I
you just giving away...
you don't-
Have you, like, breeded a bunch of Sligloos and just giving them away?
No, I just caught a fuck ton of them because I wanted a goddamn OP Gudra. Anyway,
Did you just catch everything you see?
I actually catch everything I see. I think I have a total of 100 and... By the time I beat the game, I think I had a total of 120.
That's exactly how I used to play it. Is like I caught everything
Yeah.
because I was like, you know,
Wait,
why
But there
not?
are a lot of new features. Like there is like that Wonder Trade. There's the Friend Safari. I don't know what they did this, but catching shiny Pokemon is apparently easier in this game than
Is it
previously.
really? I'm only on the 6th gym, by the way, so don't, like... So,
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, no, I don't. It's a fucking Pokemon. I don't care
Okay,
about
so
the
yeah,
groups.
the gym leaders are pretty shit in this game. I feel like.
Yeah, they are.
I don't think their design's all that interesting, and all the gym leaders only have like I think 3 Pokemon. Yeah, I believe they have all 3. They only have 3 Pokemon each, so it's extremely easy to beat them. Like none of them have 6 Pokemon. So I'm like, what the fuck? This is not even a challenge.
Did you turn Experience Share on?
Yeah, I turned Experience Share on.
Ah, see,
But it
I've
doesn't
had it
matter.
on.
No, but see, I was like the same level as them, and it's still as easy as shit. Like this game
Oh.
is extremely. This game is
I-
streamlined, but like there are parts
I've
where I
had
got
it-
wiped by
Oh.
trainers. Like
I could have sworn that in Pokemon Black and White, it was the same case where all the gym leaders had 3 Pokemon, because I think I remember hearing about that.
Is it?
People, like,
I have no idea. I didn't play Black and White.
I
so
don't remember.
But this change sucks. And not only... Okay, wait. Do you care about Elite Four spoilers?
Not really, but
okay.
Maybe.
How about we should probably tell anyone who's listening to
this is an Elite Four spoiler. They all have only 4 fucking Pokemon.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was
even
like,
the last one?
What? What do you mean?
Wait,
the champion? Oh, the champion has 6 Pokemon. But
okay, good. Okay.
Each of the 4
that's
members of the Elite Four have fucking 4 Pokemon. And I'm like,
okay,
what is this shit? And they're really easy to beat. And then, like, previously you didn't know what order the Elite Four was going to be in the first time you go through it. You just go in and be like, oh, you just fight the Elite Four. They label the fucking room so you know what type it is. And like, oh, this is not the legit type. I'm just saying randomly. Oh, you're a water type. I'm just gonna put an electric Pokemon in like beginning and just
wait. But you could like figure it out in past games based on like the room, what it's like. Like
sure, yeah, I guess, but it didn't explicitly stated it out.
Dead bodies all over the place.
So, like, the challenge of this game is sort of like, it's sort of crap because it's all over the place. Like, sometimes it's extremely easy. Like, the gym leaders are pretty shitty and they're pretty easy. But, like, if you're not careful, like, the average trainer in the middle of a route will fucking whoop your ass. I was like, what?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what the? It's like Ace Trainer Barbara defeated you. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like,
he wasn't kidding. He's an Ace Trainer.
I was trying to take that seriously. Did I actually lose to this trainer? I actually wiped because this one trainer, because I use apparently all slow Pokemon, this one trainer fucking wiped my entire team with only 1 Pokemon. I was like, shit.
Wow. I've only lost 2 flying trainers.
Oh yeah,
because I only have 2 flying Pokemon.
That's another.
No wait, they can only
one is a Charizard. But
yeah, you can fight against trainers and you can only use flying Pokemon. So I actually got wiped by them too because I only had a fucking Pidgeotto. And, of course, they have 2 fucking flying Pokemon. And I'm like, okay, well.
That's kind of weird. It's like, doesn't that kind of go against, like, all the rest of the Pokemon games where it's like you fought a flying Pokemon with a regular Pokemon still won? Isn't that?
Well, I mean, there's still conventional battles, but for aerial battles, you can only use aerial Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Pidgey, wrecking Pikachu shit again.
So, I mean, like
you got to face off.
I think the biggest thing about change, I know it's like not even a gameplay thing. Everything is 3D, so it's like you're playing Pokemon Stadium in your fucking hand,
nice.
Which is really nice.
Pokemon Coliseum.
It looks more polygonal than 3D. Is it really 3D?
It's really nice. The animations are cool. Depending on what move certain Pokemon use, they'll have unique animations. So actually, I'm not sure if David uses Lucario, but I use Lucario a lot.
Oh, dude, I use Mega Lucario all the time.
Mega Lucario is fucking broken, by the way.
I named him Brian Cranston. It's actually a girl.
Why?
I don't know. I'm a male Lucario. Anyway. I use close combat, and it is the coolest shit ever. He walks up, palm strikes the guy, and 1,000 gajillion lights comes out of the Pokemon and it dies instantly. Nice. I was like, what the...
I have a question. Okay, so there's these Mega Pokemon. That's like a big difference. That's what it seems like. But only certain Pokemon have Mega forms?
Yes.
So in order to
20 or 30 or something like that.
I'd say there's a good amount. I would say there is a good amount of Mega Pokemon.
So is there any... So is there any reason to use Pokemon that don't have Mega forms? It seems like I'd want to get a team of 6 Pokemon that all have Mega forms.
Right, so there's the thing. You can only have 1 Mega Pokemon out per battle.
Oh,
so
I
even
see.
if you have a team of 6 Pokemon that can have all Mega Evolve, you could only send out 1. So I have like four Pokemon actually in my party that can Mega Evolve, and I'll actually choose which one to Mega Evolve depending on like how the situation goes.
Actually, I got a question. You might know this, Simon. Can you, if a Pokemon that's Mega Evolved passes out, faints, can you Mega Evolve another one?
No, you cannot. You cannot.
Okay, so all right. So I didn't know that.
Did they actually explain why it can only be 1?
What do you mean?
Like, does it actually explain in the game why you can only have
you
one
only
Mega
have one. You need like this bracelet that you have, and you only have 1 Mega bracelet, which you just like activate in battle. So I think that's probably why.
You activate it once per battle. Apparently, I have no idea. But in order to Mega Evolve them, they need to be holding an item, a specific item for them. So like a Gengar needs to be holding a Gengar, right? I think
Gengar, right?
Lucario needs to be holding a Lucario light, I think.
Oh, it's just ITE
every. So it's sort of
Charizardite. That's what I got.
Alakazam. Mega Alakazam is fucking broken, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, he has the highest special attack in the game.
Because Alakazam sucked.
He has fucking 500 gajillion. He has actually 500.
500 gajillion?
I could have sworn his trading card game card was pretty good.
It was.
Yeah, Mega Evolutions are pretty cool. They add sort of like this dynamic of especially online, like, is this trainer gonna Mega Evolve this son of a bitch? And like their stats will change like drastically. So Gengar's speed sort of drops, I think, if he turns into Mega Gengar, but his special attack goes like way up. And then certain Pokemon's types will change. So I figured out the hard way apparently that Mega Charizard X.
Dragon and Fire.
Fucking it's not Dragon and Fire. It's Dragon and fucking Flying.
No, it's not. It's Dragon and Fire.
Is it Dragon and Fire? Because I used water on that shit and it did not work.
Yeah, because Dragon doesn't work because water doesn't work on Dragon.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Anyway, regardless, water didn't work on fucking Charizard X, Mega Charizard X. So I lost the game. I lost the battle. Apparently, they're supposed to use Dragon on that shit. So
yeah, or Fairy.
Or Fairy. It changes people's like. Not change it. People's. It changes Pokemon's like types and stuff. So it's sort of interesting. They're sort of dumb too, though. They're like gimmicky.
Yeah, I like it. It's fun.
So, do you actually face other trainers that have that ability too, or is it just you?
There are a couple of instances where you will fight someone who uses a Mega Evolution. So, like, the first time you actually use Mega Evolution, you will fight a trainer who uses Mega Evolution against you.
Oh, it teaches you.
Except it's sort of dumb because it's a Mega Lucario versus a Mega Lucario, so...
Yeah, the person who you fight with,
the person who you fight with is the best character in the entire game, so it doesn't matter. Like, hands down. It's also a gym leader, so, like...
Is it like you're supposed to be defeated in that battle or something?
No, you can win.
Really? Oh, I wish it was one of those. That's like my favorite. Like, I'm supposed to die here. It's like one of the weirdest things in RPGs.
That's your favorite? I hate that.
It's funny because it's like in New Game Plus is like you're so like I've been so high leveled up. It's like I have to lose this guy. I have to wait. it's like what's going? I'm level 99. This guy's level 10. It's just.
Oh yeah.
For Pokemon is pretty much the same. There are changes, but if you were sick of Pokemon, I don't think you're gonna particularly enjoy it. At the same time, there are so many changes, like aesthetical changes, that it might be refreshing.
It could be like to rekindle someone's love, but not necessarily if you have like Black and White or whatever the last one you played was.
I skipped Black and White, so.
Oh, also,
I guess
there's one thing I want to say. Some of the evolutions are a little bit interesting. Like
isn't one of them like a keyring? I could have sworn I saw a picture of one that looked like a keyring.
Well, no, I'm not talking about.
That's so bad.
I'm talking about the actual evolution process. There's one where you have to turn the 3DS upside down.
What? You got to actually move the 3DS to evolve?
Yep.
What if you don't do it?
You'll never know. You just won't know.
It waits for you or something? Is that it?
Yeah. It just once it levels.
Oh, okay. I was going to say like if you can't like.
Wait, what Pokemon is that? I've never.
It's I can't remember its first form, but its evolved form is called Malamar, like Malamars. It's
that
like it's a jellyfish.
Shit. All these names,
such dumb shit.
It's a dark.
The Malamar.
It's a jellyfish, but it's not water. It's dark and psychic. So and it's actually
dark psychic. Holy shit, that is awesome! What the fuck?
And it's actually really cool. It has some moves that I think are gonna like turn competitive play upside down. It has one attack that I think is exclusive to it, where it changes all stat changes on the opponent to the opposite.
Whoa, that's fucking awesome.
That could be pretty.
So it's
that's like shuffle levels of awesome.
So if you're like opponent's got attack up, special attack up, whatever, it goes opposite. You go special attack down, attack down.
I could use that in Final Fantasy a lot.
There's a lot of interesting stuff actually, like new Pokemon types and stuff like that. Like
see, this is like where I'm coming from. Like I mentioned before, I didn't play since Pokemon Blue, and it's not because like I hated the game. It's just that I kind of got the realization like I played the first one, I got the good gist of what it's like. But then I played Ni no Kuni earlier this year, and it's got a lot of that. It's the same thing with like the Shin Megami Tensei series, a lot of catching monsters and stuff like that. So
oh no, but catching monsters in Shin Megami Tensei 4 is an aggravating son of a bitch, is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, in 4, and I guess more like Persona series, it get kind of fun. But it's also Ni no Kuni. It's like you're catching these different monsters, you're evolving them onto these evolution paths. And so it's like playing that game and thinking about what turned me off of Pokemon all these years. It's like, kind of think I want to get back into it.
You should.
But is X and Y that game, though?
Yeah, it's pretty refreshing.
Absolutely. It's incredibly streamlined for both newcomers or people that haven't played since Red and Blue. It's
like I don't know any of the Pokemon.
Even if the stars are shit.
Also, it's like you can't really compare Pokemon to like the other monster capture.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It was obviously very loosely tied.
Yeah.
It's the only one mechanic.
I mean, I could understand that like Pokemon was inspired by stuff like Shin Megami Tensei or Dragon Quest V or all that stuff, but it's like
Dragon Quest V. That's a good.
It has its own charm. It's like it makes you feel like a fucking kid. Like holy shit! Like I was playing in the middle of an outlet. I went through like 5 spot paths first. Is it Street Pass or Spot Pass? Whatever the fuck it was. With like various people with varying ages playing fucking Pokemon. I was like, what?
It's also really deep. Like, the competitive play is ridiculously deep.
There's a tier list. There is a fucking tier list.
Yeah.
There was that, and I also heard, I don't know if this is new to X and Y, but I could swear there's like more of a social aspect inside the game. Like, aren't you like customizing your character and stuff like that?
Did you make your own trainer music video?
You make your own trainers in that game?
Well, you can customize them. You can give them new outfits. You can give them a fedora hat if you're into that stuff. I am.
That's that. I kind of like that.
You can give them new haircut styles. You get to choose your skin color apparently.
There's a ridiculous amount of.
You get to make a music video about you and your Pokemon.
And then what does that even look like?
And then you get to. It's like 10 seconds long.
Yeah, it's called a trainer PR video.
It's not quite a Vine.
It's a music video is what it is. You get to send it out to friends.
Yeah.
You get to do stupid poses. Be like, yeah, go Scizor or something stupid. I don't know.
Can you share it to Twitter and stuff like that?
Okay, I saw
Jay-Z rap in there.
I saw how long it would take to actually make that shit, dude. It's actually pretty daunting. I was like, I'm not gonna spend hours trying to make this.
I want to see like someone upload the most intricately produced Pokemon video and see what happens. Like, how deep can you go in that? Is it very basic?
No, it's not.
Oh, really?
I only went to the studio with the trainer PR stuff once, and it was just the most basic thing. They just slapped me in a walking thing.
There's so you can preset stuff, but like if you go in it, you get to choose the camera direction. You get to see how you rotate. You get to see when the Pokemon pops up, what sound effect to do, what background pose you want to do.
I didn't know about that.
Who would be so crazy to go that deep?
It's like a 4x2 row of features, and I'm like, and then that opens up to new features. And I'm like, shit, I don't want to do this.
Oh my god! How do you unlock new features? Do you do things like around the place and you open them up?
It's all given to you. Wow. Which makes sense. Which is why they have that trainer customization where you get to choose your outfits and stuff like that. Oh yeah,
can you download videos
before you even go to make the music video? There's like a makeup place next to it that you enter and be like, so do you want me to touch up on your cheeks and your eyebrows? I'm like, what is this shit?
Wow.
Yeah.
Looking good inside my game character. It's like, so can you actually download any of the videos that people make?
Oh yeah, you can send them out to your friends.
Well, generally speaking, let me just comment on this. I'm seeing people. There's a couple of topics talking about what people see in Pokemon, and a lot of people say basically the metagame in Pokemon X and Y is like they kind of grabbed hold of that and they really expanded the types of things you can do to interact with all the other trainers and all the other players, and that's one of the things that Pokemon X and Y does really well. Is that something you would agree with?
Yeah, I think it does it well, but I don't think that's why I play Pokemon X and Y.
I can see that as being a pretty big reason for a lot of people. Like what I said before, the social aspects have really far and away better than any other Pokemon game. Mainly with online battles, online trading, online all that stuff, and that's the metagame, online battles.
Yeah,
for the most part.
And it's sort of fun just going online and battling people with the team you have.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of people playing, so no matter what time, you can just go online and be like, yo, I want to battle. I'm going to kick your fucking Kefki's ass, or whatever the hell it is.
So, Adam, why did you play SMT4? What about the gameplay was appealing about SMT4?
About Shin Megami Tensei? I mean, I just kind of really like the train. I know it's maybe sort of silly, but I just really like the fusing mechanics. Just you're basically getting new demons all the time, either from encountering them or fusing them, and kind of just keeping a team that keeps getting stronger and keeps getting better. And I don't know, it's a little bit addicting just to realize as you're playing through the game that you're building this powerhouse of demons. And one of the things I really liked about Shin Megami Tensei 4 compared to Nocturne, say, is you can hold eventually 24 demons or something like that. Yeah. So it was really nice just kind of having the stockpile demons. You can only use 4 in any battle.
Yeah.
Or 3 actually.
Yeah, 3 including yourself. Yeah.
But you can kind of swap them in and out pretty readily. So it kind of I really liked kind of the feeling of having this gigantic demon army that I could throw out against battles and things like that.
That's exactly what appealed me the most with Persona. When I played through Persona 4, it was just creating this big army and fighting all the different types of fusing, fusing 2 together, 3 together, or even up to 5 together.
So
that was the most satisfying thing.
So it's that aspect of collecting and customizing essentially your army, and that's essentially why I love Pokemon. It's I catch a shit ton of Pokemon. Oh crap! I can have them breed, and they create. And I have what's it called? So let's say you have a Growlithe. I'm like, oh, this Growlithe sort of sucks. I'm gonna breed it with this other Pokemon, and it's gonna be a fucking awesome Growlithe baby. And I'm gonna train that Growlithe to be super awesome Arcanine. So it's there is various collecting and customizing and various meta things that you can do, and that appeals.
I think for me though, it's also that the reason I haven't been so into Pokemon either, and I don't mean an offense to people who play it. It just felt like it was kids fighting against other kids and stuff like that. I know the trainers are more adults and stuff like that, but it didn't the cool thing that I liked about Persona and Shin Megami Tensei. I didn't play much Shin Megami, but I played a lot of Persona 4. It was just it was kids my age that I could relate to, in high school or college.
Story-wise.
Yeah, story-wise, those, and then the mood, the atmosphere, it's a lot darker and a lot more mature, and that's other things that you don't see in a lot of RPGs, that extremely dark thing. It's until Nocturne really came out and turned things around for the PlayStation 2. It's I was too busy playing these kind of lighthearted crap on the PlayStation, stuff like that. Not.
Well, this is the worst story I've ever played in any Pokemon game. So,
well, it's
terrible.
when you're a big RPG fan, the big thing is that you played for the story. Yeah.
No, that's not entirely true because I personally don't give a shit about SMT4 story at all. But
do you like SMT4?
Yeah, I like SMT4, and that's because of the gameplay component.
I agree.
I don't like. SMT4 story just is not my cup of tea. I don't like it. People praise it.
I didn't think it was terrible, but they added a lot more characters. I'm comparing it directly to SMT3, which is those are the only 2 SMT games I've played. Nocturne, it's basically just you're this one mute character, and you are mostly alone and traveling by yourself, and you kind of meet mysterious other demons and things, but not a lot of them. There's this kind of this sense of isolation there. Yeah. You're in demonic Tokyo, where SMT4, you have it's not really a party, but you have people you're with all the time.
We're
talking all the time.
Yeah, they're so fucking annoying.
There's just a lot more characters and a lot more dialogue, and I think it didn't improve anything. Certainly, it's something I could have done without.
It didn't help that one of them was a fucking asshole, and the other one's a pompous let's just say pompous douchebag, because that's what he is. Yeah,
and in all the SMT games have these, I guess the terminology you use are ciphers. One is obviously the law guy, and one's obviously the chaos guy. SMT3 Nocturne had that as well, but they were just people you met every once in a while. It was both SMT4 and as well as Strange Journey that there are people you interact with all the time, and
annoying.
Yeah, it's probably by design, but they're kind of obvious. So this person is the person who's lawful, and this person is the person who's nuts, and so on.
Yeah, I think you would enjoy Pokemon for the same reasons that you would enjoy SMT4, Adam. Just because there's a lot of value in collecting, and in the sense that you go into a bush and like, oh shit, oh I didn't see this Pokemon. Is it good? Try it out. Oh shit. Okay, I'm not gonna use them anymore. Fuck.
I guess for me, it's like I enjoyed the fusing in the Persona games, but the bigger part of me was the interaction between the characters. Like, it's the social linking was like the most obsessive thing I could do. Like, I always want to get rank 10 with all of them. That's like the kind of thing. Like, I'm the kind of guy who goes into a town in a RPG and just wants to talk to everybody. So, like, I'm not saying Pokemon doesn't have that. It's just that. I get the sense when I used to play, like, I mean, I played, like, demos of the other Pokemon games. Like, I think I did play about, actually, I take it back, I did play about 5 or 6 hours of Pokemon Yellow. But anyway, that was still a long time ago. I guess it's more like Pokemon, it's like I said, it just feels like a bunch of kids fighting each other. I don't know. And I didn't mean that in an offensive way.
I thought Pokemon was X and Y is going to be dumb, like, for the moment it was announced until a week before it launched, I thought it was the dumbest shit ever. I played it, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's not the dumbest shit ever. Oh my gosh, that's fucking awesome. And I'm like, oh, okay, now I'm going to play another game.
Yeah. Maybe I'll try it out.
I could see how, it could be, I could enjoy it with the collecting aspect and things like that, especially because I barely played Black and White, as well as Diamond and Pearl. So there's probably a bunch of things I'm not familiar with. That'd be kind of
They added a new type, and it's like...
That's a totally different battle system since the time I played. I know that.
Like,
totally
do you remember
dynamic.
Meryl, Adam?
Meryl.
The blue Pikachu.
The blue mouse thing?
Peekaboo! Peekaboo!
Yeah.
Remember Peekaboo?
So I was fighting it, and I'm like, oh, I have a Pikachu. I'm like, I freaking destroy this. So that's one of the times I got wiped because I only had a Pikachu and a stupid Froakie. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to use Thundershock or whatever, the electricity move, and I'm just going to own you. I use it, and it's not super effective. I'm like, what? And I get wiped because I found out that Meryl is no longer a water type anymore. It's a fucking fairy type.
No, isn't it water fairy?
Okay, whatever it is, electricity doesn't work on that shit.
What makes it a fairy?
No. It's a new type.
I think fairy might indicate that it's just some sort of mystical creature. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of Pokemon
It
got
was a
ranked
mystical
on.
creature until they called it Meryl. It's like, oh, it's
like
Meryl. It's not
Snubble
Peekaboo.
is now a fairy instead of a normal.
Mr. Mime is now a fairy.
Yeah, Mr. Shit.
Oh my God, Mr. Mime.
Yeah, it's not.
Mr. Mime! God, so much crap when that was first shown. I loved it.
So yeah, it's a good game. Y'all should play it. I recommend it. It's not 9, but it's like, I would say it's like a high 8.
You're giving it a score right now?
I'll give it a score, sure. Why not? It's
Do the
apparently
score.
what I do. Yeah, it's good. I think it's worth a try. If you hate it, just refund it and just get SMT4. Because
So I got it's only between those two.
Yeah, because SMT4 is a better game.
Listen. Yeah, there you go. I'll get Soul Hackers too. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't like Soul Hackers. Don't kill me.
Well, like I said, I've never played any of the Shin Megami Tensei games. So let's move on from there then. So another big thing that came out this past month was we finally got another taste of Kingdom Hearts 3 in a new trailer that they put out.
Yep.
What? So, have you guys seen the trailer?
I've seen it, but I forgot.
I don't know about you. I saw a trailer of Disney World.
Yeah. That is the thing he was talking about. It was so the thing was like he wanted, and this is something they've been talking about for a long time. It's like they wanted to make it feel like you're going to Disneyland,
Yep.
like you go there, it's like it's coming to life. But I didn't think they would take it literally and just make it look like a damn ride. I was like that in the trailer, the fight with the Titan, that looked like the most boring thing that I was like, really, you're gonna keep me hooked onto this thing? I have to wait till it swings back around. Now, obviously, it's very early in development, so that's not. I'm not commenting about how the whole game's going to be. I'm just talking specifically about that moment. I was like, wow, I'm not excited at all about that.
Yeah,
What
so
it reminded me of? It reminded me of the Titan fight of Hercules.
Yeah. In a recent, I guess, Famitsu interview, like Nomura says, like I guess it translates to attraction flow is what this system is called, which is silly.
Sort of like
and it's
free
like
flow
apparently it's derived from free flow, which is the system in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, which I don't see the connection how they are separate things. So anyways, for anyone not familiar, free flow is basically like a system where you can use the environment kind of going at super speeds to either traverse the fields, the rooms, and also incorporate them into attacks. So I guess this is using theme park attractions like a roller coaster and
is that boat that spun around?
Those were the two shown in the trailer.
Yeah.
I guess these are moves that you can use.
You hit triangle a lot.
That second one, I'm pretty
triangle.
sure that second one is an actual move. That third one is not. That third one's a scripted QTE.
Well, yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Like, I don't know if there's some that are maybe you can activate whenever you want, like a summon in other games, which are also
Summon a boat.
which are also
Limit trigger.
useless.
Dota 2, summon a boat.
Or if there's some that are like, okay, for this specific fight, you are using this attraction, like the fight. My guess is right now it's probably not set in stone exactly how they want to.
Thank the Lord.
It's a proof of concept in game. It's just so weird.
Yeah, and we don't know if any of that was real gameplay or not. I think the interview says it was, but
Yeah, right.
Well, at the same time they could cut all that stuff out. It could probably not. It doesn't mean it's all going to be final.
Right.
The game
The
is
first
still
part was the best part of that trailer.
right. I thought.
But they were running around. What was it?
The little battle scene in Twilight Town, just with normal Sora.
Yeah.
With
With the awesome key gun blades.
Yeah, it showed. That's the other difference it showed is that his changed into like dual pistols.
That was awesome. I mean,
so-
dumb as
Yeah, that
shit,
was
but
cool.
Awesome.
And I mean, it kind of looked a lot like Kingdom Hearts 2, and it's hard to tell just by looking. But that part.
Really? I don't think so. Like the shading makes it so.
Well, I didn't mean the visuals. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
We can't.
Oh, it
let's
looks
be
like
honest.
it
We
plays
shouldn't
great.
really comment. We shouldn't really comment about the visuals because once again, it's so early. It's like talking about that stuff. Like the skybox looked like shit, but then it's like, why talk about that stuff?
Yeah,
now?
yeah. Excuse me. It still plays like Kingdom Hearts 2.
It'll probably. I mean, it's being developed by the Osaka team. So
which
it'll
also make BBS.
BBS and Dream Drop Distance. So it'll probably
Birth by
feel
Sleep.
similar to those. But yeah, this attraction flow stuff, I'm really hoping it's mostly optional at this point because it sounds like it wouldn't be fun at all.
I wonder if they're
don't.
going to. I wonder if that's going to affect level design because some of those attraction flows, like you saw that second one, right? It was fucking huge. Like I wonder if like areas are going to be a lot bigger and
Probably.
just big open world dumbness. Like you remember that part when we were fighting the 1,000 Heartless in Kingdom Hearts 2 in that area after you.
That was
sort of dumb
awesome.
piece of
That was
shit.
one of my favorite
Yeah, I
parts.
love
That was
that.
awesome.
Yeah, but that area after you clear the 1,000 Heartless is a dumb piece of shit.
Is it?
It was got pretty empty. You're like, wait, what happened?
Yeah, nothing
It's
happened.
like,
So like they're just gonna have it. So like you use that.
you just stood in the middle and then wiped out everything. You're just collecting all these things.
Like I don't know.
It's
Like I'm afraid that attraction flow is going to permeate through the rest of the game design and frickin' ruin the game.
Well, kind of
Yeah,
like
I
how
love
in
that.
Dream Drop Distance, all the worlds were huge and empty.
Free flow.
They weren't really any more empty than previous Kingdom Hearts game, which has kind of always been a problem. Like
Birth by
empty.
Sleep.
Birth by Sleep was bad,
But
really bad.
Dream
In that
Drop
respect.
Distance is kind of magnified because the worlds were so huge. Clearly, they were trying to accommodate the free flow system that you could bounce around and fly and whatnot, but it just kind of made it more obvious. Like, man, this is a big room full of nothing.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you got to go all the way up on top of this big rock, and then you can fight them. Then the room's empty. Like, oh, okay, let's go on.
You know, if anything I've learned from the Kingdom Hearts team is that they still have not learned how to fucking do level design, like, at all. Like, over the past, how many Kingdom Hearts games have there been? Let's say 6. There's 6 Kingdom Hearts games. Out of the 6
Well, it's 1, 2, 3, 358.5 days. Then you got
I think there's
Dream
7.
Drop,
If you
Dream Drop
include,
Distance,
like
Chains of Memories,
Coded.
which is
Coded,
Oh.
sure, Breath of Life. Okay, regardless, they all have shit level design. They need to work on that really bad because I'm afraid that this is indicative of maybe actually is it like Square Enix in general. Maybe it is Square Enix in general. They just don't know how to design levels. Oh.
it looks very pretty, but yeah, it's like I don't know. I mean, but then again, like some of the stuff was cool, like Nightmare Town, like that kind of stuff can be pretty cool.
Halloween
but
Town?
Halloween, I'm sorry,
That
Halloween
place was
Town.
terrible. There's only one good area that I can think, one good level design area I can think of in Kingdom Hearts, like throughout the entirety of Kingdom Hearts, and that's Hollow Bastion in Kingdom Hearts 1. That's probably like the best one I can think of. Every other one sucks.
I like the world that never was.
I That was pretty good too. Yeah, it's to
That's
be
like
honest,
math.
it's
That's like a straight line. That's literally a straight line.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
Going up the stairs.
That was
Yeah.
too long
Going
ago.
through the city, which was essentially a line. Going up the bridge, which was a straight line. Going through the castle, which was essentially a straight line. So yeah.
But
I'm being serious. Like, the level design
No,
games are terrible.
it's just that those games aren't meant to be like big open world kind of stuff. It's supposed to be pretty linear,
Yeah,
but that's
terrible.
at the same time it's yeah.
I hope they learn how to.
Even the combat got boring after a while.
I hope they learn how to incorporate more NPCs.
Oh, yes.
Like in
power.
in Kingdom Hearts 2, there's like when even I don't know 14-year-old me playing it, however old I was, like the Mulan level, like when she bows to China, there's like the NPCs there is like just silly. There's barely anything. Or like in Birth by Sleep, when you're at the Coliseum, like the only person in the stands is Zack from Crisis Core, and it's hard to take that seriously. Like come on, you can't have a couple of NPCs roaming around to talk to. Not just to have them there, but just to be able to talk to them and. Like in older RPGs, it just kind of it makes it without them the worlds just feel empty.
Yeah. Well, at least they didn't have the sound effects for like the non-existent NPCs and like Coliseums and shit, right? It's all good. No, like you want to know when Kingdom Hearts had the most NPCs in that one fight in Alice in Wonderland when all the cards are fucking ganging up on you. That's when the game peaked at how many fucking characters they can have in a single moment.
That was a pretty exciting moment. I enjoyed that a lot.
It's the only time.
I was like, oh my god!
Every other time, there's like only 4 characters on screen.
Well, you got to balance that with like what they were trying to process with that hardware. But yeah, it's.
Oh, sorry, I lied. I guess Kingdom Hearts 2 had that one scene where all the organization members showed up. Regardless, this
man, you remember a lot of this stuff. It's been a while since I played Kingdom Hearts, so
I remember a lot. Like Kingdom Hearts was probably my favorite franchise growing up. Like growing up, I really that mix of Disney and holy shit, it's fucking Cloud wearing Vincent clothes. 2 of my favorite characters of all time.
That was. Yeah.
I guess another thing worth mentioning is that they recently announced the 2.5 collection to no one's surprise.
Yeah, holy shit, it's coming out. Oh my gosh, next year.
Yeah.
So it's Kingdom Hearts 2, it's Birth by Sleep, and it's the cutscenes from the
Recoded.
Recoded, which
Recoded, yeah, the cutscenes
at all.
Yeah, first of all, Recoded. I actually
think more important, isn't it?
Recoded, I think, actually is a decently fun game to play. It's basically kind of like a dungeon crawler plus Kingdom Hearts. It's story light, but I think it's kind of just a fun game to mess around and make customize Sora the way you want. There's actually quite a bit you can do to change him, but obviously none of that stuff is in the collection. It's the cutscenes, and that part is practically pointless.
Yeah, it's interesting that they chose Recoded to make the cutscenes rather than we should have chosen Dream Drop.
To be fair, I mean, up-resing that stuff, you have to like remake all the assets and everything like to bring it up.
Yeah.
Right. So why the hell did they choose Dream Drop Distance?
Yeah, and Dream Drop Distance like literally goes right into Kingdom Hearts 3. Without it, Kingdom Hearts 3 in terms of a story on a narrative level is going to make even less sense than it probably already will.
I guess they'll make 2.75. Is that what they're hoping for?
Well, to be fair, I mean, Birth by Sleep was already 16:9 widescreen when it came out, and so Recoded wasn't, so they'd have to like blow it up.
Recoded was for the NDS, yo.
Yeah. Anyways,
it was awesome.
Just for the phone and NDS. It never came out on the PSP.
Oh. Huh?
Yeah.
What? What are you talking about here?
The aspect ratio.
Basically, I don't think Recoded needed to be included at all because it's.
If there needed to be a third game, it should have been.
I'm not saying it should have been included as a full game. I'm saying it shouldn't have been included. It's not something that you need to play to understand anything else, even though I think it actually has some merit to it in playing it and it can be enjoyable. One thing I'm actually really looking forward to in this collection is Kingdom Hearts 2, some of the changes they made in its final mix mode.
Final mix? Oh, yes. You get to fight all 13 members of the organization.
Yes. Well, not only content things, but Kingdom Hearts 2 I actually didn't enjoy as much as some of the others because I thought it was just so darn easy. Not that Kingdom Hearts...
Yeah, they're all easy.
Not that Kingdom Hearts games are difficult, but Kingdom Hearts 2 especially I thought was just incredibly simple, and because of the difficulty in the original release of the game, you really can get by just by mashing buttons, and that's I think where a lot of the criticisms come from. It's button masher. Apparently, Final Mix addresses some of the difficulty issues with some of the modes it includes, like critical mode, and that's something I'm really looking forward to, where you can't get by just by mashing buttons anymore. So
I think critical mode goes a little too far, though.
I mean, well, in the first game, I know they
elaborate. Can you elaborate on that?
Oh, I've never actually played critical mode because it wasn't in the original release, but it's basically like a very difficult mode. But Kingdom Hearts 2 is kind of built for it because you get upgrades as you progress through the game by beating bosses in certain events. You actually get new skills and new abilities and things like that. So you can
be level 1.
Well, yeah. What people like to do is like limit their level and play through it, and that's feasible because you still get upgrades as you progress through it, just not level upgrades. Kingdom Hearts 1, I guess Final Mix or the remix, they included it, but the game's not really built for. You get an EXP 0 item, which forces you to stay at level 1, but the game's not really built for it because you can't improve your character at all that way. So. I mean, certainly it's going to get harder, but it's not really feasible to play through the game like that. So yeah, basically, I'm really looking forward to some of the difficulty changes in the second game because I think it'll change the way I play it and probably allow me to enjoy it more.
I'm so excited for Birth by Sleep the most.
Yes, and of course, being able to play Birth by Sleep with a controller on a TV screen is definitely
that sucked on the PSP. That's the part I hated the most was the one analog stick. That was the most frustrating thing. I was like, I hate having hit a button to turn the camera around. It was like,
I think it didn't become annoying until 2 parts of the game for me. The Lilo and Stitch level in space.
That
was frustratingly bad, and then fighting Terra's final boss. Without the camera control. Holy shit, that was fucking
He kept getting behind
bad.
you. I was like, Jesus, get around him. God damn it.
That was really fucking bad. Holy shit, that was terrible.
That pretty much, that hurt so much of the game for me. But that's like, it was the problem with the PSP, you know. One I like to hurt a lot of those games. But Kingdom Hearts, like playing an RPG on the PSP that was free-flowing like that, it was the most frustrating thing with one analog stick.
I wonder what they're going to do in regards to online, actually, because that's interesting for me, Birth by Sleep, because if I can actually play that shit online, I'll be sort of happy.
Is it even enabled?
We don't know.
Did they even say they're going to do anything with that?
I don't think they've said anything.
They didn't say anything other than this.
Did they do anything in 1.5? I haven't played that yet.
No, there was
no online for 1.5.
Oh, okay.
What Birth by Sleep has is like an arena that you can. I think you can either can either team up with a couple of other players or
you can
battle them.
Yeah,
I never did that part.
It's awesome. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. But it's on an improved online structure that PlayStation 3. It might be a really cool thing.
Yeah.
That wasn't in my when I covered that game before. It was just that that wasn't the reason I was playing that game. Like I wouldn't talk about that part. Cause
really? I thought it was the most interesting because I'm like.
Well, it's more about generally why I play RPGs. It's like I don't play it for the multiplayer battle stuff, arena stuff, PvP. I avoid PvP.
Birth by Sleep also had the best battle system out of all the Kingdom Hearts games, so.
Yes,
it was good. I just wasn't a big fan of the characters as much.
Who'd you play as most, Adam?
Would I play as most in Birth by Sleep?
Or who did you enjoy playing most?
As anyone. I just kind of went through the game with each one.
Who's your favorite character, I guess, to play?
Well, I love playing as the magic character, so Aqua.
Yeah. Okay.
I like Ventus. I hated Terra.
I hated
Terra's the worst.
Ventus was just Sora, essentially.
The voice of Terra was the worst.
Oh yeah, the voice acting.
Uninteresting character.
Oh, the voice acting in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep was bad.
He was just like, oh, what? It's the Heartless. Yeah. We better fight. I was like, what the hell is this? It's just, do you care about your work?
I appreciated Leonard Nimoy being in the game. I didn't think he made a very good Master Xehanort. I don't know about you guys, but holy shit.
I think Jesse McCartney pulled off a really good performance.
I think Jesse McCartney does the role really quite well.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, him and Roxas.
For both Roxas and Ventus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, he probably is the one that probably sounds the most similar coming from the Japanese dub to the English dub because it actually sounds like the same person.
Well, it's like you got Haley Joel Osment doing a really good story, and it's like transitioning from that to Jesse McCartney's voice. It feels like when you found out the whole epiphany in Kingdom Hearts 2, it's like, yeah, I can kind of see where like they mix it with the character. I think they both do a really good job in that game.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I'm excited for 2.5. I think it's gonna come out next September.
Yeah,
They're saying next
a
year, next fall.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty, and I don't think
it'd be nice if they released it in the spring, like they released the Japanese version of Remix. And
I don't think they will though.
It delayed the localized release for marketing reasons or whatever, for no reason.
It's a thing. It's just like last gen, It's like you keep your previous consoles because you might miss out on like Persona 4 coming out like 2 years after the PS3 comes out. So it's like you might want to think about holding on to that, unless they come up with a solution for that before.
For
then,
RPGs,
but,
especially Japanese RPGs, there's a lot of PlayStation 3 titles still coming next year. There's Zilla 2, or Xzilla, however you pronounce it.
Yeah,
2.
Xzilla 2. Yeah.
Xzilla 2,
they just recently announced Drakengard will come.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that game.
That's the most excited. Like, I was like ready to go out. They released that 10th anniversary edition. I was almost ready to buy into that because it seems so interesting. Now it's like, oh man,
Symphonia 2.
I'm really excited.
Symphonia HD is also coming out.
Yeah, and there's a couple of including Kingdom Hearts 2.5. There's a couple of remasters. There's Final Fantasy, and then there's Tales of Symphonia.
Yeah,
that's coming out.
There's Lightning Returns coming out. There's Final Fantasy X coming out.
Yeah.
They just announced Mugen Soul Z is coming over as well in next spring. And then what else was there? Like, what else were they announcing?
Do we count Dark Souls as the?
Yeah, there's Dark Souls.
No. Well, it's coming up. Isn't it also current gen and next gen?
No,
Dark
Souls
Souls
is just PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, PC.
Don't expect a next gen version. Probably like next gen director's cut.
Yeah.
Like 1 year later.
Holy, I should know better. Yeah, they actually announced. We're recording this a few days, like a week before November 1st, but like they just announced they had to delay the North American beta test because of issues that they had. North American and Europe beta test for Dark Souls 2, so what a bummer for people who tried to stay up and play that. They couldn't, so just thought I'd throw that in there.
I think Dark Souls 2 is probably my most anticipated game of 2014.
I'm thinking about buying into that game because like the thing because I was around it when Demon Souls was only in Japan and people were like talking about this game like, well, it's got enough English where you can play it. I almost imported it before they announced it. I want to be in there when people are still confused about what's happening, like the mystery around what's going on in that game. So
yeah. Is anyone else here excited for? I don't know if y'all played Dark Souls 1.
I haven't played any of the Souls games.
I'm sorry.
I'm not a Souls fan.
You are missing out on one of the pinnacles of game design, like
that.
Ever.
So you got that Legends of the Fallen, which is pretty much another hardcore RPG is coming out at that time, but that's next gen. I'm just bringing up like that whole genre is starting to pick up a little bit, and I want to bring up also.
I don't think it's a genre. I don't think.
It's a genre that's been going back for a long time. Because there's been that stuff like since the Commodore days. They had RPGs like that, like a game like that, where it's like each encounter was meaningful. But I also want to mention like March 11th, the day of Dark Souls 2. They also announced Atelier Escalagi is also coming out. Escalagi, I'm sorry.
Didn't they also announce something else that's also coming out the same week as Dark Souls 2?
No, I don't think so.
That's the same day as Atelier.
No, they just recently
announced. And Atelier
announced
fans will be happy to know that they're bringing back dual audio and all that. And
yeah,
so
Tecmo's really sorry what they did with Ayasha.
It's funny. It's funny because like when they announced Atelier Ayasha was coming here, they specifically said in that Tecmo Koei, the European Twitter account, if you followed them around that time, they were still saying like, we don't know what happened. We talking to the people in Japan like, I thought this was going to be a thing. We were promoting this. What's going on? And now it's like, since then they were basically having to tell everyone like, we're really sorry guys, we didn't mean to do this. We thought it was going to be a thing, and people being upset because Tecmo bought Gust, and so it's like, is this going to be the norm? Are you guys going to be missing out? Because the coolest thing about, like, for example, Nipponichi's games and when they do Atelier is that you can toggle the audio at any point that you wanted to. That was, like, kind of the coolest thing was hearing the difference. But Tecmo, man, everyone was upset about that.
I wish we could do that in Tales games. Oh, wait, we don't have dual audio.
We will for Symphonia.
I don't care about
True.
Symphonia's dual audio.
Was the Japanese any good in that game?
I think
I heard the anime,
solid,
but
but I don't think it's the best. I don't particularly like it. I don't particularly like the English stuff either.
Well, Baba has said Baba says lots of things, but that it sounds like dual audio is
He's also
something
not
he
like
wants
golf.
to. He wants to. I think he's kind of said it's something he wants to do in the future, but then it also says, "Sorry, you couldn't do it for Zillia and Zillia 2." So who knows?
I think. Well, I forgot one latest interview I've read recently. Actually, it didn't specify that Xillia 2, whereas previously he said he can't do it for Xillia 2. He just stated, "Oh, we're gonna work hard for it." I'm not sure if Xillia 2 actually will be one of the ones that won't have dual audio. It could. I don't know.
Well, they said that it won't, but things can always change.
Yeah, change. Yeah, so I don't know because that's how I initially also theorized that dual audio for the next game was also going to be a thing because he suddenly changed his answer in one of his interviews saying, "Oh, we're thinking about it," and I'm like, "Your next game's going to have dual audio. Don't lie to me."
Well, I also want to bring up that apparently they're trying to get Trails in the Sky. They're trying to get a PS3 port of that. So if that becomes a thing, that's another reason to.
Yay! We get Kiseki games.
Yes.
Way late.
I love them so much.
I haven't played any of them. I want you to know right now.
You gotta.
I'm a terrible RPG fan.
Those
games are so good. The Trails games are weird. I mean, I've only played the one, but it takes forever to get going. And
like a Tales game.
Well, it's an RPG.
No, even more so than most RPGs. Like
the second it gets going, it ends. That's it.
Well, like the prologue itself is like 10 hours, or it feels like it.
So it's like dot hack. It's like 6 hours. But the cool thing is, it's like during that time though, you get to experience like how different a lot of the mechanics in that game are, like the battle system. Where I talked about it last time, where it's grid-based combat inside of a turn-based like a turn-based.
It's like
stage. But like the people that you're bringing along with you, like the NPCs and stuff like that, they're in the battle with you. So you get to experience that, and also the soundtrack's great, so you get to enjoy that.
It just has an incredible amount of world building, which you really don't appreciate until you've gone through the perhaps arduous prologue. But you kind of
it's a trilogy, so
yeah,
it's the world building.
That's why I'm extremely happy that we're finally being able to continue the story that ends with a cliffhanger.
Oh my god!
Is world building better than SMT4's world building?
Well, SMT4 really didn't have much.
Didn't build.
Dude, there are people on the internet who will argue back at your statement.
It's world building.
SMT4 has the best world building.
It does?
I don't think it does.
I would not say it does.
I would agree, but apparently it does. Wait, so is it like? I'm trying to think of like a game that does really good world building. Is it as good as Lost Odyssey's world building? Because I thought Lost Odyssey's world building was actually pretty phenomenal.
Huh. I don't know.
And that was also a really slow game.
Like most of my experience, like with the E series, Trails in the Sky was my first Legend of Heroes game, and so it's like I'm trying to think back about like that series way of doing that. I think it does a really good job. I think it does a great job in building, like developing its characters right off the bat. Like early in this game, you already become kind of attached to who you're playing. So I don't know. It's as far as the world itself. The world is pretty small for the prologue. So it's like you're pretty much around the same kind of towns for a while until it finally opens up.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to finally play it after not being able to play it for forever.
Sure, it's coming to
the Steam release of the first game. They said it was going to be 2013, so sometime.
Yeah,
soon.
so it's sometime within the next 2 months.
Yeah, and they're usually pretty cheap. Like they usually like $20-$30.
Maybe it'll go on sale like the moment it comes out because
the Steam holiday sale right around that time.
Do it.
That'd be good. They did that last time. Like the Ease game came out, they immediately put it on sale because there was a Steam sale going on, and that seemed they sold like bucket loads of that stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised.
I wish we would get a release date for Ease.
Yes,
Celceta, because
they're saying it's before the holidays, which is pretty open. It's like they're saying it'll be here before Christmas. It's like, what does that even mean?
Does that mean like
it's in November or December? Which is
I hope it's on sale Black Friday. LOL.
Doubt it.
I'm just saying.
I
Like,
don't think.
these,
Yeah, it's because you have such a small team working on it.
I don't understand
so.
why they haven't given a release date. Like, that's so insane to me. They haven't given a release date.
And one of the Xseed, people, they said they've gone through the entire game with the English, checking things. So it's like, okay, they got to be pretty close. So.
They beat the game. Yeah, they beat the game.
I don't understand why they haven't. Like,
well, I mean,
there is actually literally, like, I can't think of no rational reason.
Because they don't want to. Because no matter what, people always confuse release date to shipping date. Because they always say shipping date, and they're totally different things. Like people think that
I think that's the reason.
If a game's,
I'm just saying, like, it used to be a big deal where
not anymore.
Games would, they'd say they release on a Tuesday, but a lot of retailers wouldn't get them on a Wednesday. But that's not really a thing anymore. It is for some games, but most games.
It's the people that I follow. It's still a thing. They still get a lot of crap about. But I understand that that's not the central issue of them not announcing like a window or anything like that. But it's. I don't know. It's like it'd be different if we were talking about like Square Enix or something like that. But it's when it's a small team like this, I don't know. You would have to ask them directly. I couldn't. Even if I can't think of a reason either why they wouldn't do something like that. I don't know. I guess it's because they're pulling the same thing where it's like if they announce a delay, it's like well
the game is done.
They want to play
it
safe.
I don't.
Well, what does that even mean though? Like, is everything been? Is that game being released? It's getting like that special edition.
If it's coming out this holiday, it's basically done. So it's obviously not because it's not done. It's
well, but we don't know if it's gotten gold yet. It's like has everything been pressed? It's
okay. Well, I don't.
You got to work out deals and all that. I don't know.
And I don't think it's an issue of what's it called, timing, because they're like, oh, it's holiday. I mean, there's a ton of games coming out this holiday season.
That's true.
Because if that was the case, then they would have just simply said, oh, hey, it's coming out next year. So I literally have no idea why this game has no release date.
I don't know. It's all backroom crap. I don't know. I wouldn't begin to think it. I mean, I probably should have asked them before going into this discussion, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, there's the only thing I can think of, like I said before, it's like with Nippon Ichi on NIS America is that they announce a release date. Typically, they delay it for another week or two because they're like, oh, we found like this problem with our shipping, our supplier and stuff like that. And so, yeah. But I don't know.
It might be something small like with a collector's edition, having enough doodads or whatnot. Who knows?
Yeah,
or maybe they just haven't gotten the supply for it properly.
Yeah, it could be a supply chain issue.
Yes,
because you don't see too many companies doing that kind of stuff anyway.
What, the crazy exclusives? I mean, crazy bonuses?
Maybe they got like hurt in the past by it, and they want to make sure it's right, and so they're taking their sweet time.
Yeah, Digital River. Just kidding.
No. Well, man, just think about the fact that like going into the next gen of consoles, what that's going to be like with these small companies trying
niche
to
games.
localize. Yeah, niche game.
I think that's an interesting thing because a lot of companies like had a hard time initially trying to develop niche games for this console. So I don't know how people are going to developers.
It's going to take their time to transition over to that. Just like last.
I don't think it'll be as big as last, because last time they were going from an SD to an HD. Like the effort it took to actually develop the game was sort of like super high. This time it won't be.
Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off. It's from what I've heard, it's that the PS3 was one of the hardest consoles to ever develop ever. Like it's like up there with worse than Saturn and stuff like that. It was extremely difficult, like because of the cell processor and stuff like that. And so that's why you saw more companies kind of gravitating toward the Xbox, because it was mostly PC architecture and they're used to that. But then it's that's the more interesting thing is seeing that, because right now I'm playing Guided Fate Paradox, and it's basically, it looks a lot like Disgaea 4, like the way that they everything kind of looks, but you still see the sprites like looking slightly lower resolution. You're like, oh man, I want to see what these guys can do on the next hardware. It's like, because they apparently you tax that thing because of the amount of crap they put in those games, but like I can easily see where they can improve. Like, but will they? Is it still going to be the same thing where these Japanese companies don't know what to do, or any company really, with these niche games? Like, are they going to be still stuck in games that look like they came out in the PlayStation 2. So.
I don't think these games, the graphics are going to change all that much between this gen and next gen for niche games. I think they'll stay largely the same. Like, sometimes I even have to wonder if Tales is going to, like, matter all that much this gen and next gen graphically. I don't think it will. I don't think it'll change all that much.
Those games still look pretty good. You know, it's not like they...
I want them to go back to a Tales game with a cel-shading style, but with the improved animations that Zilla had.
So, like Vesperia.
Well, Vesperia look, only Vesperia had those really robotic animations.
Yeah.
Symphonia was kind of cel-shaded.
I don't know. The way Yuri unsheathed his sword was pretty legit, yo.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be the thing where it's like focus on the graphics too much. I mean, I just hope that we get enough of those games coming over, because that's as much as people like to pump up like the 3DS and Vita, like and the PSP getting like RPGs and stuff like that. It's like I kind of don't. As selfish as it sounds, like I'd rather not have to wait until the end of a generation to experience a ton of RPGs. Like guys, come on! Like I want to see 2014 have more of that stuff. Like there's nothing really been announced yet that's like coming out in 2014. That's a Japanese RPG, except for like if you want to call it Deep Down, but that's Western influence, like Dark Souls. Yeah. It's like I don't see much of that. It's like I know the audience is at its peak now with like the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox, and they want to stay there, but. Man, that's the thing I'm kind of worried about. Like, do I have to wait until a couple years?
It sounds like we'll have to wait a couple years to get more Japanese RPGs on next-gen systems. I think
a new Valkyria Chronicles, am I right?
What?
A new Valkyria Chronicles, am I right?
Please? That would be in my dreams. The only one I can think of is that Natural Doctrine game, which I don't know when that comes out.
That's a strategy RPG.
It's kind of like a strategy RPG type thing.
It's like Valkyria. It's free roaming. You run around, affecting the environment, and apparently the big hook is the characters and like how you're affected in and out of battle. With like the stuff you do in battle affects the stuff out of battle too. So yeah, but that's not really. That's once again, it feels more like
it doesn't really look like a next gen game, if that makes sense.
Well, Lily Bergamo was apparently an RPG, so I wonder what
really?
that's. Yep, it's an RPG.
Oh,
so
I didn't know about that.
Suda 51 doing an RPG. You know,
that's going to be.
It's going to turn out to be.
That's going to be.
It's going to be a disaster. Is what it's going to be. Daniel.
I loved all of his. For anything, the writing in his other games have been good. So if he's really good at his writing,
at least he makes games on like Tomonobu Itagaki. Sorry, Itagaki.
It's coming, okay.
Hey, I liked Killer is Dead. It was fun.
I'm sorry.
He's talking about Igaki.
Oh,
so
never
it's
mind.
What's that game called? Like Demon. What's it called?
Devil's Third.
The Devil's Third.
Devil's Third. Yeah. They still haven't found anybody.
You know that shit got announced when I was in fucking high school, right?
Yeah.
God, you're young.
VGAs. Did it get announced like the VGAs or something like that? Like,
yeah, it got announced to the VGAs. That shit got announced when I was in fucking high school. I've already graduated.
He just went against the walls.
Wait, did it seriously?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Well, he's out of college now. Just think about it. It's not that long. It's like early. It's like 2008, 2009. Yeah, but it's like we still got a couple more events to go before the end of the year. Even like Jump Festa and the VGAs. Speaking of which,
that game is not going to be announced at Jump Festa.
Yeah, probably not. I was thinking more like if we get more next gen announcements.
We don't even get Kingdom Hearts and shit announced at Jump Festa anymore.
Well, that was D23.
That was the first, so it was kind of a special thing there.
Yeah. Disney.
Yeah.
I can't think of much else though.
Shit happens.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's the same thing. Like people deciding whether, because I mean, by the time we do our next podcast, of course, the next consoles will be out. So, what are you guys buying? What are you guys going to buy?
Next month,
so fucking bad.
I still have my PlayStation 4 pre-ordered as for now, but I'm not sure if I want to keep it. You know,
sell it.
No, I'm not gonna scalp it.
Why?
I probably will keep it. Actually, next month I'm more interested in both the Yeast game and also Zelda. That's what I'm more interested in.
Sticking with the handhelds.
Yep.
Actually, a lot of the games I've been playing and I think will continue to play are handhelds. Actually,
that's the thing. It's like there's still plenty of stuff to announce that they still haven't that need to be localized. Yeah. So. That'd be so fun. Bravely Default's coming out next year too. So.
Yeah, that should be pretty. It's coming out this year in Europe.
This year in
Yeah,
Europe, and that collector's edition is boss.
Good thing the 3DS is region free. It's
For a second, I didn't know you were being sarcastic.
of course.
No.
That's the worst thing about that. But yeah,
It's just
like I might. My plan is to get a PlayStation 4 for the long haul, like Adam, you were talking about. It's like I'll buy it now, but I'm very disappointed that Watch Dogs won't be there because that was the game I was most looking for.
Yeah, that's the game I was most excited for because
man, that deflated me by a lot.
Drive
but
Club also got. I was like, what?
Yeah.
That was a bummer, but I still didn't really know what that game was.
It's not a bummer for me, but like for people who are anticipating that to be like their PlayStation Plus, like.
But that'd still be a PlayStation Plus game. It's probably just be January or whatever that game is supposed to be. Like
the launch is looking like shit right now.
Yep.
And that's the thing. It looks like shit. Then when I think about it, it's like I'm not going to buy a console just to play games within the first month. It's like I'm buying it because I know I'll be owning it for a few
If you're
years.
buying it the first day, you're buying it because of the launch.
Well, no, I buy it because it's a number of things. It's like it's one because I know I'm looking forward to the future, like of the games coming out.
Right. So
like I know, like it's at the beginning, it's more like, am I going Sony or Microsoft? And I want to choose Sony on this point.
That
the
makes
first
no
time
sense
I
to
chose.
me.
Let me go further. When I first bought the 360, it's because of Lost Odyssey and Blue Dragon. Those games weren't going to be out for a while. But the day one, if we're talking about games coming out, it's like Killzone and Resogun are enough for me. Resogun is like if I was paying $400, it's like a very expensive shooter for me. It's like that's the game I'm very excited to play because I was a big fan of Super Stardust. But it's also it's Bind to the Future, and it's also, gosh, what I was thinking about. It's like these games have been delayed for a couple months, but like, God, I lost my train of thought.
Still doesn't make sense as to why you're buying it first. If those games are.
It's now I remember. So it's one thing. It's also part of my job. It's like I want to get these games and be able to cover them when they come out. But it's really also it's hard to deny. It's the excitement about around that time. Everyone getting consoles. Like I was there day one to get the 360 and picked it up, and I want to grab it day one, and so I'm very interested in jumping into that when everyone else is pumped about those games. Like I have the money, I can afford it. Why not? It's not like there's not going to be a price drop for at least 18 months or something like that. So what's the point in holding off for now when I know I can get it now and grab it, play some games?
PS4 is not going to fail.
It's probably not, but what if it does? You never know.
I still think that then you can still use the same reasons to say why not buy it later. But regardless,
because this is games I want to play day one.
Okay, then
but they're not available day one.
Killzone.
Oh, okay,
day
all
one.
right, all right.
Yeah, see,
The Killzone Resogun, yeah.
That's a reason to get it day one, then.
Okay.
But it's also like, what I was also mentioning is that I'm getting a Vita on Black Friday if I find a good deal, and Vita TV. Like I'm thinking about picking up a Vita TV as well.
Yeah, Vita TV is a must.
I don't think the lineup for PS4 is very good right now.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah.
I won't defend the lineup as being good. I'm just saying, like, for now, I'm happy. Contrast, I've been excited to play that game ever since I played at E3. So it's like that's replacing Drive Club as the free game. And it's like I really want to play that game too because when I saw it and I got to play it, it was mind blowing what they could pull off in that game with the shadows and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. And like I said, I can afford it. It's the excitement, and I just I know I can afford it, and I want to buy it.
Yeah, it's
David, do you have it
understandable.
pre-ordered?
Me?
Yeah, do you have your PS4
No,
pre-ordered?
I don't think I'm going to get a PS4 for a while. Maybe like late 2014. I'm satisfied with my 3DS, my Wii U, my.
Yeah,
You don't have any
keep your
next-gen
PlayStation
consoles pre-ordered right now. You don't have
What?
Xbox One or a PS4 pre-ordered right now.
I don't have either.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
I don't think anybody on is because like the only game.
I'm pretty sure Alex does.
The games I'm more excited about the Xbox One is Crimson Dragon because fans of the series have been pretty damn awesome. And Quantum Break, which is the game from Remedy that Remedy is my favorite Western developer.
Really?
And so
Dead Rising 3
Max
was
Payne
good.
1 and 2 was great. Alan Wake was amazing.
Oh,
so
you liked
I'd
it a
love to
lot?
play it.
Yeah.
Dead Rising 3
I
looks
love-
to be pretty good.
Yeah, it's in what they're experimenting with the TV, their live action TV series mixed in with the the game itself. It's like I not to be like, I hope it's not like Defiance or something like that, but it's like I want to see what they do with that. And so like Remedy, I always put my stock in them when it comes to the games that they develop. So like that's the kind of game. It's like I'm not interested in Dead Rising 3. I don't care about Forza. I'm more like a Need for Speed or Burnout type of guy anyway.
What about Sunset Overdrive?
That game from is that the
That's Insomniac, yeah.
Yeah, that I didn't like Fuse, and so I don't know what to expect from that company for. The Fuse was very stale, and it felt like a lot of I mean, it had some nice quirks. It's like Resistance, you know, it had some things that you kind of liked about it, but for the most part, it felt like I was going by the numbers of what I expect from a shooter. So like that, like obviously all we've seen is like a small teaser trailer. So maybe they'll announce more, like maybe the VGAs or something like that. Maybe they'll show off more content. But like them, I'm not really feeling what they're giving me. And when the focus of the Xbox One, it's like already hearing like a lot of, like I play a lot of Japanese RPGs. Like I'm not gonna, like I know I could buy both consoles, but for the Xbox One, it's like I don't expect. Like but then again, you know, Mistwalker. It's like if a game's going to come to any console, it's going to come to the Xbox One because that's how they were made. They were funded by Microsoft to start in the first place.
Wii U. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's to be fair, but it's like I expect if they're going big, they won't they didn't. Last Story didn't do well on the Wii, so it's like
it did very well in the West.
It started
for Xseed.
Yeah.
Well, that's the Xseed, but most of their stuff is small anyway, so it's like it's not really saying a whole lot. But the Last Story for Mistwalker as a company, I don't know if, from what I've heard, it didn't do that much well for how much money they spent on it.
To be fair, none of their stuff did.
Yeah.
LOL.
Unfortunately.
Well, yeah. To be fair, none of their stuff really did. But it's because Microsoft, obviously they want to make a big push into Japan, so why not use their biggest ace card?
Yeah.
Mr. Walker. So they're like, hey, guys, we know how we can save this region. We're going to give you all this money. Can you help make a Japanese RPG for our system? So just like Lost Odyssey and Blue Dragon were to be. So.
Yep.
But obviously it's like they start with that and then 6 years of nothing. So it's like, oh, God.
I have a PS4 pre-order. But I'm pretty disappointed by the launch.
You're just going to sell it,
I'm going to sell it.
You're gonna be one of those guys.
Okay, no. I was going to keep it, but stuff happened, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to sell it because...
Well, yeah, I can't blame you for...
There's no point, and since I already have it pre-ordered, I might as well make the best of what I currently have with my situation. I'm like, okay.
Go for it.
Watch Dogs is going to come out like around the time when the PS4s will be normally stocked anyway.
I was extremely disappointed that Watch Dogs got delayed. Like
I was
not expecting it this late. Like a month before, not see that coming.
But from what I've heard, it's like from the recent press event they had showing off that game, everyone was talking about how rough it looks. Like the frame rate was bad, and like it was stuttering at times. There was a lot of performance issues, like glitches and bugs. So it's like you can kind of understand why that happened. And Ubisoft paid a big price. Like I think was it 25% of their stock. Was it 50%? But they took a huge hit because of that in the crew.
They also, what's it called? The crew also got delayed too. So.
Yep, the crew got delayed. That was also around there, and so all they got for now is like Assassin's Creed 4 to really help them.
That's fine.
What else is coming out?
I'm just gonna sell it. It's all good. I'm gonna sell it, get PSP via TV, and get God Eater too.
I wonder if because the people that published God Eater was a D3 publisher, which is like the guys who make all those family games and movie games and stuff like that. It's like,
wait,
I wonder if it's like the weirdest thing. Yeah,
no,
they sent me a press. Yeah, they sent me a press kit, which was an emergency survival kit, and I reviewed that game. So the first one, God Eater Burst, and so like
that's interesting because
I
thought it was published by. I'm pretty sure it's published by Namco.
No, yeah, it was the new one. Yeah, it's Namco, but D3 handled it. I think it was the same as the first one. It's just that in America it was D3 who did it here. But that was like I didn't feel God Eater Burst that much. Like it didn't do much for me because it like some of the characters and stuff are pretty bland. But it's God Eater 2 does look pretty damn good though, from what I've seen. So might pick up a Vita TV myself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's that's pretty much it for this month's episode of the TetraCast. Next month, we'll probably be talking about the games, the RPGs to look forward to in the new year and stuff like that, because I'm sure January's... No, what?
We already did?
No, I'm talking about... We talked about PS3. I'm talking about, 2014 and beyond for next gen, because then the consoles will be out. So, and then January, we'll be talking more about our Game of the Year stuff. So that'll be pretty exciting.
You mean it'll already be up, right?
No, we usually do it late in January. Yeah, later in January we usually do them because, just need some time to...
Okay, I wasn't being serious with my comment. Okay. I said wink. Okay, whatever. It's all good.
How can you wink on the podcast?
Damn
You can't wink over Skype.
Yeah, I tried.
Can't see your face now, so. But yeah, so that'll be it for this month's edition. So I'd like to thank everyone who joined us today. Adam, Simon, David, thank you very much for joining us.
No problem.
That was
One more thing. Check out our new forums on Magnet Central.
Yeah.
Magnet Central, you can discuss all kinds of things. We're currently talking about Ease, the Final Fantasy Committee news that we didn't talk about today because that topic's been talked about a lot. It's everything. Katase. It's
a forum. We got lots of stuff.
Torium. Anyway, so there's that. So yeah, join our forums. It's been getting a lot more busy there. So I'm sure you'll find somebody to talk to and enjoy a good discussion. But yeah, there's that. And you gonna say something?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah.
No, you're just saying yeah.
Yeah.
Just try it. It's fine. It's
Sorry.
All right. So, peace. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us, and join us next time on the TetraCast.
Bye.
See you later.